Scientology, all right?
Yeah.
No idea about
Let's get serious now.
I decide to call the number. Hello, Church of Scientology, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hey, yeah. I said, hey, I want to talk to Tom Cruise. I'm asking Tom Cruise. She's like, well, he's not here.
Oh, she handled it like it was a real legit call.
A legit call. Like a week later, my right-hand guy,
I believe it.
I start getting all letters from the Church of Scientology. Come check it out. Do it, like trying to recruit. And I never gave many information.
That's weird.
It was just from a phone call.
You getting like letters at home?
In
Like
the mail with my name, my address, the whole 9 yards to my house. They knew everything. Tom Cruise, if you're listening, I'm not scared of any of you Scientologists. None of you. Come on down. Northside Nutrition, 1726 Smith.
They probably have like technology that scans the internet and it finds podcasts that are talking about that. The lady's gonna be like, "That's the guy. That's the guy, Ronnie. He's the one that called up years ago."
It's the one. I'm the guy. I'm the guy.
So
Me.
It's the Albanese and Joe podcast. Now, here's Nick Albanese and Joe Petrucci.
all right, so we had a little technical problems.
Little glitch.
We won't say what happened because we're gonna have auditions for a new Joe coming up soon.
Let's just say, does anybody have a drain snake available? Joe was in the bathroom.
So that's why all of a sudden we're on one shot, all three of us. We had a problem with the camera. So
Where is the camera now?
over there.
That's a camera?
Yeah. But listen,
It looks like a phone.
it is a phone.
Foster.
You know, why is it, Joe? Every time we have a guest, something happens. Like I don't know if you saw the one with Alexia D.
I did.
He knocked over
I
the
saw
wine
that.
glass and
I saw that.
it
Yeah.
shattered.
Yeah.
And
I
now,
saw that.
Here's what I feel.
how do you feel about this, Joe?
This is still relatively new, the show, and we're still working on bugs here and there. So now we know we'll be prepared the next time.
And we know
Yeah, we won't. Don't give him no wine.
we gotta no more wine.
No more
But
shakes.
technically, it's not Joe's fault. Because we use his phone for one of the cameras, and it was all loaded with storage. Like I don't know what the hell he's recording.
Grinder apps.
It's like unbelievable. Yeah, get rid of all those apps, Joe.
Hamster tube.
And I don't know what's going on.
No,
man.
you know what happened?
Freak off videos in there.
Did he?
Fucking
Did he freak?
Oh my god.
No, but I mean that happens.
I'm working on a joke about that. Am I standing?
The whole fucking thing's a joke. It's fucking ridiculous.
I'm talking about how when I lived in California, I got invited to one of those Diddy parties, and I got excited. Thank God I misinterpreted what they were doing, because I thought they were giving away free olive oil. It was baby oil.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, thank God I misunderstood. I didn't go. I was like, baby oil. I don't want a little baby oil. I wanted. So I'm working on like a joke like that. I'm gonna try it out Saturday, but the time this year that show's been over.
So yeah, just keep working at it.
Oh, speaking of that,
What's up,
how about Karen Reed?
Karen Reed? Oh
The
yeah,
murder
she was that was 2 weeks ago when we hear this, or maybe 3 weeks ago. But yeah, she's
mess
not
around-
guilty.
Yeah.
We mess around with the timeline.
Yeah, that's all right. We do that. We're always like behind.
All right, my bad.
No. You can talk about it. Yeah. How do you feel?
I just think there was no way that girl did it.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird
crazy.
case.
It was crazy.
I didn't follow it like intensely like most people.
No, a
but
lot of people did. I didn't get that intense with it, but it just
just
I
didn't
know
seem
a lot
right.
Of people that were.
You know what's
they were
intense?
filming it.
It shakes.
Yeah, you know how to bring it back.
Shy Sal approves.
Yes, these are delicious. Oh man, look, I'm still working on this.
Joe, it's all about the branding, Joe. You're spinning the cup around.
That's what I was trying to get it.
So good, man. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, me and Joe were always behind a couple of weeks sometimes.
I'm behind.
Yeah. He's behind. He's behind a couple of years. But he's short a few French fries in his Happy Meal. He's all right. He just pretends to be
He's
dumb.
a good egg.
He pretends to be dumb. Don't let him fool you.
No,
Right?
I'm taking it all in right here.
he's dumb as a fox.
I'm crazy like a snake.
But yeah, we had
Like a snake.
like a snake.
Every time somebody says that, you remember that kid?
Is that a real term? Is that a real term? Crazy like a snake?
No,
Crazy
I don't
like a
think so.
fox.
Oh.
But you remember that kid? He did the video. I'm a snake, and he's.
Oh.
You ever seen that thing?
Who?
He's wearing. You ever see that video? See, you guys had to see it. It was all over the place, but like years back. It was just some kid.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I'm a snake, and he had like a snake hat on, and so every time somebody says snake, I think of that kid, and I just laugh.
I thought you were saying there was a guy who reenacts like how animals would react. He's like a duck. They do the body language of the animal. This could be, I could be on the weird sites.
I'm like totally lost. I have no idea what these guys are talking about.
Dude,
right
he lost me, and I was talking to him. I got fucking lost. He starts talking about people impersonating animals. I don't know where that came from.
Oh my god!
But Crazy Like a Snake was. There used to be a show, SCTV, Second City Television.
Yes.
And one of the guys on there was supposed to be a little slow, and that's what he said. He was messing up the expression. He said "crazy like a snake." That's where I got the reference from.
Oh, okay. Moving on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how. Yeah, me and Joe we're always like behind, and that's appropriate for us because I'm stuck in the '80s, anyways. I love the '80s.
I love the 80s.
Oh man, I still listen to music. I still have CDs. I put in my car CDs
Yeah,
still.
of course. It's good music.
It's freaking.
How many times you come in here? I got Yacht Rock on.
Oh yeah. That's
Yacht Rock is the best.
Yacht Rock. Yep.
the other day I was here. The guy was busting you up for listening to
Yeah,
Yacht Rock
busting my balls. It's Yacht Rock.
because you guys were younger. You were listening to like metal. Tool,
Yeah, I mean,
and all
I
that.
still listen to that stuff, but I mean, it's
Not 24/7. You break it up a little.
yeah, right. Like my tastes have expanded since I was like 12.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My palate's a little.
You grew up. You
little
grew
more
up.
extensive,
You grew up
know
a
what I
little
mean?
bit.
Yeah, so I appreciate the
Got a little
yacht rock
culture,
and all
got a
that
little,
stuff. You know what I mean? It's
Oh, I love
good
yacht
music.
rock.
Michael McDonald. You know, we remember we were talking about that. Michael McDonald. Yeah, there you go. See, you
I can't
just,
forget love
you know his voice, no matter where he is. Exactly. Yeah,
No
he
one
just-
even talking the voice.
Yeah, it's really good.
there you go. All right, there he is.
So I don't know when it cut off the camera because we were talking, and I did a great Christopher
Oh,
Walken.
do it again. You gotta do it.
I don't know.
did
Was
I
it
kick it
on
off?
there?
Let's do it again.
Was
Okay.
it on
We were
there?
That was great.
We
I
were
ain't gonna
talking
do it
about
again.
movies.
Yeah.
Because we were talking,
True
yeah,
romance.
and then we went to Pulp Fiction. I
We went
think.
to Pulp Fiction. We started talking about when he
The
took
scene with the watch in the ass.
up
Yes.
That's when we want to come right back to.
And
that.
that's a classic scene.
And then Nick pulled
Joe
out.
wants to keep
And I
the
pulled it
watch
out. I
in the
went,
ass.
now I'm the pressure. I don't know if I can do it.
You
Sure.
can do it.
Let's do it again. Hey, remember that scene when he pulled the watch out of his ass?
I do it. And you're gonna get dysentery.
then they
carrying
come
that
out of
hunk
nowhere.
metal up your
Because
ass.
I had this watch in my ass for 2 years, and now I'm giving it to you. And then he gets it. That's
That's
pretty good.
fantastic.
I don't even try. It's just talent.
It just oozes out of him.
Joe does great voices too, though. Joe does great
Right.
voices.
I have stuff that ooze out of me too.
Yeah.
Oh, voices.
Yeah, you told Chat GPT all about it. Still, prognosis was negative.
Wow, wow. He goes like that. Goes, oh, wowie. No, that was a great movie, Pulp Fiction. We were talking about the big. I think I got cut off. We were talking about the 3 phases of Travolta.
Travolta, yeah.
I'm hoping. I don't want to repeat that again.
Hey, if we do
It
it's a
was
week
very
later.
interesting, also for those who missed it.
Yeah, the early day. We'll go quick in case it was on there.
It was a week later that they'll be listening to this anyway. So even if we did mention it,
Well, yeah, he hasn't really done much anymore, though. I can't remember the last thing that Travolta's in.
Nah, I never knew he was like a Scientologist either,
Yeah, he's not like the kooky kind.
dude.
You got the Tom Cruise one. He's
no,
like,
but, woo!
That dude's
Not to bring up anything weird, but didn't he go into weird stuff with Travolta? Like, didn't he have a son who died or something?
Yeah, he
They
wouldn't
didn't get a medical treatment?
right?
Like that's a whole.
Because
No,
Scientologists don't believe in it.
that's a whole nother weird area.
But speaking of that,
yeah.
Scientology. All right,
Yeah.
know anything
Wait,
about
let's
these
get
people?
serious now.
Yeah. Well, it's not serious. Anyways, one day, this is how crazy these people are.
Yeah.
And I bet you something after this happens. Watch. I was at my house. You asked my kids, my wife. I'm at my house around Christmas time. We're watching that thing with Leah Remini, the Scientology.
Oh, yeah.
So she was.
Oh,
on
yeah.
before.
She did a documentary about
Right.
it.
So we're watching
From the King of
seeing how
Queens.
crazy it is. It's how weird. So my son was telling me he was in Tampa or Clearwater, wherever their headquarters are, like their big main thing. And he was like, you ask the people in the town, like they're kids, they were young. They want to, go and see it or whatever, like just to see, because you see all this shit on TV. So nobody would even bring him there, talk to him. But they're like, don't go anywhere near that place.
Really?
Dude, so as we're watching this together, right, because it's Christmas time, it's a heartwarming family thing, Scientology, right? So we're watching it, and so I say, you know what? I decide to call the number.
Did you use *6-7 and blocking that?
That shit don't work. I don't think.
No, it does.
Yeah, but I think there's ways around it.
Oh.
I think because I'm sure I did that, or maybe I didn't because I was arrogant and didn't think anything would come out of it. So I call the 800 number or whatever it is. Get to the lady picks up. Hello, Church of Scientology. Blah blah blah. I'm like, hey, yeah. I said, hey, I want to talk to Tom Cruise. I'm asking Tom Cruise. She's like, well, he's not here. I'm like, well, where is he?
Oh, she handled it like it was a real legit call.
A legit call.
That's funny.
Right? So I'm asking her about it. And then I said, let me ask you some questions. I'm interested, blah, blah, blah. You know, you guys, this nonsense I was talking. That was it. She hung up the phone on me, right? No other information was given. She didn't ask my name. She didn't ask anything.
You probably had people camping out by your house, stalking you.
Like a week later, my right hand I got.
I believe it.
I started getting all letters from the Church of Scientology. Come check it out. Do it. Like trying to recruit. Like, and I never gave them any information.
That's weird.
It was just from a phone call.
You getting like letters at home?
In
Like
the mail with my name, my address, the whole 9 yards to my house. They knew everything.
wow.
How the hell does that happen?
What year was this?
Oh, this wasn't that long ago. It was
Wow.
like maybe 4 or
mean-
5 years ago.
They just went by your number, that's all.
That's weird though.
But still,
I
that is
think it's
creepy.
weird.
It is weird.
Joe's not really impressed by it. I guess
I
it
think
happens to him a lot.
yeah. I think that's pretty ballsy.
I've seen a lot of shit. No, it is creepy though.
It is.
It's creepy. It's definitely creepy.
It's definitely creepy.
Here.
It's ballsy to call them up and just you were joking around, kind of like.
Yeah.
Plus, they
I
don't
want
know.
yeah, Tom Cruise there.
Also, too, a lot of times they have with these apps now, you could misdirect the number and have a different number. So for all they knew, it wasn't even you who actually called. You know what I mean?
So how they know my name?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. They just went by the number. But I'm saying they shouldn't have even done that. For all they knew, they wasn't sending it to the same person who called. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but how can like a company like that or whatever they are get
That's
that
right.
kind of information?
Because they're probably it's freaky. But that's what they said they do. That they do stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
They're not.
They like investigate everybody.
They probably got technology that can scan the computer and
Tom Cruise, if you're listening, I'm not scared of any of you Scientologists. None of you. Come on down.
come on down.
Northside Nutrition, 1726.
Come buy. You got money. You got money. You can come buy a shake.
Yeah. Buy it for everybody up there.
I was gonna say, but we were talking a lot about movies. But I was almost gonna ask you about the new Tom Cruise movie. Are you gonna see that?
I haven't seen any of them.
Oh,
I seen Mission Impossible 1 and maybe 2. What are they on, number 7 now? I lost
have
I
no
lost
idea.
track.
You know,
I don't know.
just the way he is and the things you hear about him, the way he treats the people that work on his sets and stuff, and like even the videos you see.
I saw the one during COVID when he was yelling.
Yeah, I got no use for a guy that
Yeah,
treats people.
I do like some of his movies though.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I like his early stuff. The Outsiders. I love The Outsiders.
Oh yeah, let's do for Johnny, man. Let's do for Johnny.
You know, Risky Business.
Yeah.
Top Gun. You know, all that shit.
Do you
was
remember
great.
back in the day? A lot of people don't remember. I used to like Legend.
I'm one of those people that doesn't remember.
Oh,
I
you remember that?
I remember, but I didn't watch it.
with Tim
We're
Curry
not-
played the demon.
Yeah, yes.
Devil.
Yeah, Joe's into these like
Yeah.
real
He came
sci-fi,
over, was like,
weird,
Yeah, I hate sci-fi. I'm not a sci-fi fan.
fantasy movies. He's into
It was a
that.
cool movie.
Yeah. I remember when it came out, but I think I seen it once. Maybe it was on HBO. Well, I don't remember.
What, Legend? Is it name?
Legend, yeah,
It's a fairy tale.
yeah.
Woman who becomes, you know,
I don't remember the movie.
I
Joe.
heard the truck go by.
Woman who becomes a what?
She becomes tempted by the devil. It's his girlfriend. She, you know, he gets her. He wants to marry. The devil wants his girlfriend to be his bride. Tom Cruise puts an end to that.
The longer you talk to Joe, you realize he likes really strange things.
Classic.
I known him for 20 years. So I'm used to this. I can see the look
What's-
I can see the look in Ronnie's eye, going, "What the hell is
I'm
this?"
not, you know what it is? He's very, what do you call that? What do you call that when somebody's like
Slow?
eccentric?
Oh,
Well,
I was going to use the R word, but
you know,
No,
you
no,
can't
use
do
that.
that.
You already done enough and said enough today to get us in trouble, Joe.
Yo, shut off, Joe.
Sure, there's not liquor in that.
I don't know. You got him all hopped up on protein.
I don't know. That's protein, Joe. He's never had it before.
No, it's affected him. His receptors are like absorbing it all. It's like a protein.
It's affected his brain. He's like, "Whoa!"
it's true.
Oh my god.
Euphoric.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, so back to Scientology. They probably have like technology that scans the internet and it finds podcasts that are talking about them.
Yeah.
And the lady's gonna be like, "That's the guy. That's the guy.
called up.
Ronnie. He's the one that called up years ago." And
It's the one. I'm the guy. I'm the guy.
so
me.
after this airs.
Oh,
if
you mean like
sta-
voice recognition?
If this airs, Ronnie, you gotta see if you start getting mail again.
You know what?
You might
And then, Joe, you tell me how uninterested you are in it.
Yeah, that'd be weird. That'd be weird, right?
Wait, when you start getting letters, you tell me what you think.
I'll tell you. Alfie, I'm gonna give you his address in Foster. We're gonna send it in.
Yeah.
We're gonna send it in to Scientology. We're gonna email them and say, "My name is Joe Prachucci, and I
You
want
can
to
call me Shy Sal.
Shy Sal.
Yeah.
I want to be in a movie with Tom Cruise
No, I heard that
and
he,
Travolta."
he works his co-stars. I heard they have to do stunts and physical things, so I wouldn't be able to cut it if I was in it.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
It would be have to totally different movie.
You know,
He does
Wow.
his own stunts, though. That's impressive. He does all his
He
own
does,
stunts.
yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
that's what he's famous for, right?
Yeah. No, I guess, he's done it all. I like one movie I really liked. You ever see Vanilla Sky?
That was
I
about
did, yeah.
That
When
was
the
a-
frogs were coming down and everything.
What?
that was
Frogs
about
came down
lucid
and
dreaming.
Remember it? Yeah. The frogs wasn't it
Raining
raining
frogs.
frogs in that movie?
Was it? I don't
I
remember.
At
remember
one point, it
Cameron-
rained frogs in that
Cameron
movie.
Diaz.
Cameron Diaz is in
Unless
it.
I'm thinking of a totally different.
No.
No frogs in that movie?
Vanilla Sky was it was like a movie.
Lucid dreaming.
Lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
Like he was in this bad accident and he got.
Yeah, I
he got to
remember the
sleep.
movie.
Yeah, and he got put to sleep.
You know, I gotta Google this.
There probably is
Yeah,
frogs. We probably just don't
Could
remember
be.
the part.
I don't remember
That's
it.
the one scene
I really enjoyed that movie because it was
Because
so
it's-
different and strange. Cameron Diaz, Penelope Cruz
I would say
was
that
in
there's
it.
a good chance that Raining Frogs is in there because it was about
it's-
dreaming.
What are the odds on it?
Jason Lee was in it.
I'd say 90. Like
You know
the
Jason
Ivory
Lee?
Silk.
He played that show My Name Is Earl,
Yeah.
and he was great. He was the lead singer in Almost Famous.
I
too.
could really go off on
a strange
a
movie.
on a weird topic that'll lose everybody. Has anybody experimented with lucid dreaming?
Not really.
You know what? I haven't, but no, it does not rain frogs. I don't know what movie I'm thinking of, but anyways, maybe it was one of my lucid dreams. So,
Are they talking?
so here's the thing, that Queen and this thing, Queens, right?
The band. Yeah. Yes.
They had that song. It was about lucid dreams.
Yeah, yes.
Right.
A great song.
Huh?
Good song.
Yeah, great song. So that got me thinking about it and trying to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I can't. I would like to.
Joe does it. Maybe
I do it.
you start a side business, Joe. Help
How
people
do you
do it.
What do you mean you do it?
I don't know if it should say this. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, go ahead. We
serious.
got a few minutes.
You repeat the words like it's almost like think of it like making a shopping list. You have to remember it. You say to yourself before you go to bed and stuff. Tonight I'm going to have a lucid dream. Tonight I'm going to be aware of my dreams. You have to repeat it over and over again. Is that
Just let it drop.
my dream? And I'm trying to think of how to put it into a. It's different tests. So what it is you become aware, like you're thinking right now.
Yeah.
It's almost like a video game, like if you were in VR, but you're dreaming. You're fully.
That's what I'm
conscious.
saying.
You're fully conscious.
So you've done it?
Yeah.
Nah, really?
Yeah. Steve,
I wasn't there. I don't know.
there's a good the pioneer, the guy who first started it is Stephen LaBerge is his name. And if you look up that name, you'll see it. But there's techniques all over YouTube. It's popular now because of those movies, Inception and all that. It became popular.
He's on the wrong podcast. This guy. This is a wealth of knowledge on
Yeah,
this. Like this is the wrong. You came in the wrong door. I think. It's not,
But
not
you
the
could
right spot.
you could do different experiments. They have reality checks. You do reality checks throughout the day. Like you read something, like say if you're dreaming right now. Unlike how serious
I feel like I'm dreaming right now.
Yeah. Like,
Conversation.
now you got me confused, Joe.
the conversation just took.
So are you awake right now or not? Because it appears not.
It's as simple as it sounds. Really, if you do stuff like that, I know it's not. I'm just throwing off some random stuff because I wasn't expecting to talk about it. But they do like experiments like that, like exercises like that.
So
Like
you can do this at will. You
you
could
do-
fall asleep and do this.
It-
Yourself personally. Not me. I'm not surprised that you
I
could.
love-
I'm saying you've experienced this because this ain't some.
What you do
It
is you,
takes someone with a very simple mind. That's what it is. I think.
it sounds easy. It's easy, yet it is hard because if you're working and you're doing all kinds of stuff, you're tired, you'll fall right to sleep. But there's different techniques how to induce the state of consciousness to be awake while you're sleeping. And one of them is like I say, like a shopping list. If you look at something, read it. Like say right now, you go, "Am I dreaming right now?" You look at Northside, you read it. Look away. Did it change? Because you know how in dreams, I don't know if you noticed the words change. So before you know it, you might be you might be dreaming, and then if you'll remember in your dream to do the reality check, to look, and then when it changes, you say it changed, then hopefully it clicks, and then you become conscious that you're dreaming. But you're dreaming.
Oh, this sounds very complicated to me.
Yeah, it does. Like,
And
I
there's
just
another.
want to go to bed.
There's another. That's what I'm saying.
Is there an app to do this? Like, can I just press a button,
They
like
do have
99 cents
they do
an
have-
hour or some bullshit, and I get to
serious.
dream lucid?
They got serious. They have apps. They do have apps that flash and stuff. They have one that flashes. If you go into a REM state and it flashes, and you'll see the flashing.
How the hell are you supposed to know if you're in a REM state to put the app on? If you're in a REM state, how are you putting the app on?
You put the app on previously before you go to bed.
And the app knows if you're in the REM state?
They have some devices. They even sell goggles that work. They
You
detect
gotta
your eyes.
try this, Ronnie.
The
We
How
gotta.
you fucking, I look like... I look like fucking Tron going to bed. This guy's gonna be all suited up. Astronaut suit, goggles,
we're gonna-
fucking scuba gear.
Now,
We're gonna have Santino film it.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a video.
Like a flip is on. He's got
Imagine-
floaties. It's so
imagine that-
bullshit. You just want to see this.
And that-
Yeah, I'm gonna be sitting later there like, "Are we ready? Yeah,
Imagine
I can't. I'm not dreaming."
Imagine that with your CPAP machine on. If you have a CPAP, you look like you're going.
I
to
do have
pilot.
a CPAP.
You go to look like a pilot.
Oh, you're gonna be all wired up.
That's what I'm saying. Look at the size of my neck. Of course
There's
I gotta
another.
see
Just
that.
one last thing, because it got really boring. Because we normally don't talk about stuff like this. Seriously. But the other thing too is there's another one that's more difficult, but it actually works. You actually try to stay conscious as you go to sleep, and then you'll actually slip into a dream. But you
Yeah,
keep.
how does that happen? I don't know.
That's
You
hard.
can.
He's a
Or you
hard-working.
could do mushrooms
Dude,
and just do it. And then it's
He's
all
a
over.
hard-working
That's
man.
not
He's
anyway.
got a business. He's got all this shit on his mind. How's
Yeah.
he gonna do it? He hits a pillow.
I'm done.
You're out.
I'm all
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. But if you're interested, though, there's tons of stuff on it.
I am interested.
There's tons of.
We're gonna go over Joe's house and we're gonna watch him do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we watch you do it?
We're gonna Santino will film it. He'll be like half asleep. We'll be drawing like penises on his face and stuff.
It looked like super bad. Like a funny movie that was. Super bad.
He's gonna wake up
I
like,
drew
oh,
dicks everywhere.
and he's gonna be like, wake up with all these things written on his face. Like, am I dreaming?
I look at the dick. I go away. The dick's still there. I'm awake.
Then the dick will hit
Look
him
at
in
the
the
dick again.
Remember Will Ferrell?
Oh my
Well,
God.
that took a weird turn for
Yeah,
you.
because of you, Joe.
Yeah, Joe.
You always
Wait.
start these weird
You
conversations.
said you wanted to hear it.
Let me see. Hold on.
Oh my Lord.
Let me go back
That's
to
what I-
sipping the
I'll
shit.
make sure I'm awake.
Oh, okay. And then you go
Joe's gonna be
into
all fucked up.
so that that whole Vanilla Sky movie is about kind of that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then you get the Matrix. That which
Let
is
me
a
tell you
whole-
about the Matrix.
People think we're in the Matrix. I mean, we could
I know.
be. Who
Could be.
knows?
Could be.
Like it'd be
That-
weird.
believe it or not, if you, I know there's a lot of
There we go.
insane stuff
And we go another story.
on TikTok and all that. That's where you want to get your information from.
Yeah,
But a lot of people,
yeah,
a
it's
lot-
a reliable
Yeah,
source.
yeah, it is.
a lot of people do believe in this being a simulation,
Nothing's real. We're on just the
Simulation.
Matrix.
It's
Yeah.
some kind of computer program.
Well, if you want to get real deep, I think it's all like I think I think we all agree life the elites control everything.
Aye.
Everything's an illusion with the media and the government, right? You want to get deep, Joe? It doesn't matter who's in, Republican or Democrat. They don't really run things, right? He's smoking.
True.
So, but I don't want to. We're trying to keep it light. Yeah, I don't want to get too political.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So we'll have a underneath the link to Matrix to look up altered states of reality.
Vanilla Sky
Lucid-
frog scene.
all misinformation.
The unreleased frog scene.
It was the director's cut.
Director's
Frog.
cut. Fucking guy throwing fucking frogs across the room. Tom Cruise all pissed off swatting frog. Fucking frog.
You know, I believe that too because it sounded like something that would be in a dream. I was like, no, it's in there. It's in
Yeah,
there. It's
yeah,
different.
I know you went. He went right for it.
I was-
You
I was-
were skeptical, Nick.
yes.
I was rooting for you because the earlier thing.
I
with
felt
the-
you pulling for me. I appreciate
'Cause
it.
I
Why
fig-
do you think I gave you the lucid dream thing, man? I drew you a bone.
I was like, I have to make up for the other thing that I.
One something weird that popped into my mind is a childhood memory. Like, you have memories you don't
You-
remember if they were dreams or not.
Did it involve?
You ever have those?
Did it involve your
yeah,
uncle?
plenty of them.
That's in-
No.
Plenty of them.
Joe, always gotta go there, Joe. And I remember, like my dad had the bakery on Charles Street, right?
Yeah.
Croce, and he owned a lot across the street, and there was these kids hanging out in the lot with their
Now, this
cars,
is true?
drinking. I think so, but I can't remember because I told my family this, and they don't remember it.
Yeah.
And my dad told them to leave, get out of here, get out, and they wouldn't leave.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm gonna call the police. And then I remember, dude, this is the weirdest thing. I remember a guy had like a black T-shirt on or something, and This is sound weird. Flames came out of it, and he hit the awning of the bakery. And it went on fire, and my uncle had water, and he had to throw the water. My father, and my uncle.
I'm going to go on a limb and say that probably was a memory you had, because who shoots flames from
No, but it could have been.
You mean a dream?
But I was so young. It could have been the guy had like a bottle rocket.
Oh, all right.
And he shot. I think it was a bottle rocket.
Yeah.
But I was so little that I just saw it
Oh,
go.
you just saw the glow of it, like.
And it looked like it came from him.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is, because, and I tell my family, they're like looking at me like I got 3 heads. Like, I don't remember this. I swear, for me, it feels real.
I got.
It's crazy.
Same type of thing. Listen, now, they all swear this is never happened. My mother, my father, everybody.
Yeah.
But I remember this distinctly on Metcalf Street.
Yeah.
Right? We're at my grandmother's house, 2nd floor. It was Thursday. We always, after school, we always go into my grandmother's, because we went to school on Branch Avenue. They would pick us up.
Yeah.
Every Thursday.
What was that?
We would eat over my grandmother's.
I think it was
house, right?
Frank's.
So it was a Thursday. Now my sister, remember the Wansky Boys Club over there?
Yeah.
So she would go there, Boys and Girls Club. She was older than me. She had some friends over there, like, a bunch of different girls she hung around with. Anyways, they took a walk to Canada Pond or one of them, right? They walked on it. It was ice they fell through. But
The ice. Oh, sorry. Is gonna break. Oh, sorry.
What the hell, dude? You scared the shit out
I
of me.
thought you were
shit
gonna
out of
do
me,
your.
right?
I was waiting you to join in, because you do Christopher Walken. I thought you were gonna do the ice is gonna break from the dead zone. Remember that scene?
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, okay.
Joe, you're ruining the story. Let him finish.
Joe.
We only got a few minutes left. Come on.
So anyways, long story even shorter because of Joe.
Yeah.
So anyways, I swear this happened. I even remember the girl's name. The girl's name was Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right. It was on a. It was on a Thursday. She was with her friend Tuesday.
And
right?
she was related to Wednesday.
No,
Yeah.
anyways,
Is this
I
Abbott and
swear to
Costello?
God, she came home. I remember she had the blue Nike Cortez sneakers. You remember those?
Yeah.
That everybody
Yes,
wore.
yeah.
She was soaked.
Yeah.
Telling my grandmother the story, what happened, blah, 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 blah. They're like, that never happened. How do I remember that
Was
distinctly,
you think it was a
in
dream?
that much detail?
Maybe it was one of those dreams that felt so real.
It was so real.
That's
Like,
how
what
I feel
happened?
with the fire chest thing.
What happened though?
Yeah.
Like, it's
So what did
weird.
she say though? So
They're like, it never happened. You don't even know what you're talking. I'm like, well, that never happened. I'm like, how would I, as a kid, have a childhood memory like very young like this?
yeah, you know,
Yeah. Wow, the girl, she fell through the ice.
if this was TikTok, they would say that you changed timelines. You were on a different timeline and then you
Why
switched.
just on TikTok? Not in here.
Because that's
Did we say it?
Because TikTok's a fantasy world.
I've heard stuff. They'll say that's to happen. They would drive in and all of a sudden they ended up in another area of town. So they say all stuff like that. It's funny. They say, "Oh, you jump time." They act like it's normal. You jump timelines.
You should do a podcast one day where all you do is look at his feed, because it's gonna be like
I am?
what he's looking at.
I'm afraid.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
afraid.
I mean.
No, I think most people do act like you're crazy if you're saying something. It probably is a memory that's broken up a little bit.
Yeah.
Or maybe it is
could
true.
be a dream
Well, or it could be
that felt real.
Oh no! Why? It
So
could
real.
be real. Why wouldn't it be real?
Felt so real. Like I swear to this day it happened.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
because they don't remember though. There's
But
just
I think they're crazy for
that's
not
what I'm saying.
remembering.
There's no way to validate it. Yeah.
I'm like, you were in the ice. How do you not remember this? Like, how do you not remember? You were soaking wet at the kitchen table in my grandmother's house. Nana and Grandpa were there. And you were.
They don't remember.
She don't. I remember the whole freaking thing.
That's
what she
weird.
was wearing, who she was with, what day of the week it was.
But why are you
Wow,
so?
that's
So,
weird.
so your last thing though. So why can't you believe that they just? You do believe that they don't remember, right?
Well, I believe they don't remember, but I don't understand how they don't, because it happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
It happened.
On that note, you want to come hear more stories from
I'll
Ronnie?
say people will be saying,
Come down to Northside Nutrition or Fit and
Healthy and fit.
Healthy and Fit on Middle Spring Avenue. Give the addresses, both places. So
Outside Nutrition, 1726 Smith Street, North Providence, Rhode Island. We're here Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so 7 days. And Healthy and Fit Nutrition, 1714 Middle Spring Avenue, North Providence. We're also there 7 days a week.
Oh yeah, you got to try these shakes, right, Joe? They're great.
Look at Joe.
I was ready to burp, but They didn't want to be that rude, but no, they were really good.
That's a compliment to the chef.
That was good. No, they
So I
really
would
good.
have appreciated.
So
it.
you want to hear some more stories from Ronnie? People come see you,
And-
Ronnie, right? They come on. They want to talk to you all the time.
Listen, it's fun because we keep it like a.
Now you have 2 stores, so they don't know where to go.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so
they don't know where to find
so
Ronnie.
it's like find Ronnie and find Erica, like that.
It's like where's Waldo?
Yeah. So, but listen, we like to keep it like this. Like when you come in, you'll
Yeah.
see the same different thing except for the headphones. And
Yeah.
Probably we won't let Joe talk to customers.
It made me choke.
But you come in, we talk, we laugh. When you come, what
Oh,
do we
yeah.
do? We hang out.
We have a
and
blast. I hang for like an hour.
It's like a neighborhood tavern, but
Yeah.
you're not getting.
Yeah, you're not getting a beer
know
belly.
what?
You're getting
Except for
nutrition.
Joe.
You're
You know what?
getting.
Then add when I'm going to give you a compliment, even though you guys are insulting me.
No,
When you
never.
when you first see the shake, right, and you see all the stuff on top, it's like, oh, that's exciting. You're eating it, it's delicious. Then you start to get almost near the end, you're like, oh, I'm kind of full. It's near the end, then a lot of the stuff's gone, but you're like,
You got all the
still
stuff
good.
at the bottom.
But then when I'm getting, that's what I was going to get. Then all of a sudden, when you get to the end, all those chocolate chips are there. It's like out of nowhere. It's like, supplies, I'm back.
It's
You know?
like the 3 phases of
Joe
John
should do a
Travolta's career.
Joe should do a commercial just like
I
that.
would love to. Joe, look, show everybody all the chips at the bottom.
And
Look, anybody know the Heimlich? Because Joe's working that straw pretty good. He's on a choke on like 7 chocolate chips. Like a wedge in his esophagus.
I don't know if it'll pick that up.
no, don't worry about it. They'll have to come.
Actually-
They'll have to come see it for themselves.
They'll get it when you choke.
Actually,
You're
if-
getting my cord all dirty with the
Look at him.
shake. Look at this guy. You can't bring him anywhere.
Actually, if anything, that might have spoiled some of the customers if they see me.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
a disclaimer: those are elected to be. You don't have to put those in.
Yeah,
Joe,
Yeah.
Joe wanted. Those.
Joe
You don't
wanted
have to
the
put
extra
it.
You
chips.
said chips. That's what I'm saying.
But hey, thanks everybody for listening. We're definitely gonna be back here again. But please like
Should you ask him?
the video.
You guys hit first.
He'll let us back. Subscribe and share this video with people you know. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Had a great time. Thanks for
Hey,
having
thanks
me,
a lot,
guys.
man.
Appreciate it.
We'll talk to you later.
Hey, show's over. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Now get out of here.